So what you're saying is there is such a thing as too big.
Yes, yes, there is such a thing as too big. Yeah.
Learn the hard way.
Yeah, learn that. Yeah. Yes.
I don't think you intended it to be as funny as you did you?
It just came out that way.
Oh, we're just on a roll over here with these.
Welcome to Braunhaven. We'll be picking up where we left off last week. These guys met another adventuring party of questionable morals that wanted to basically take Drothumstone for themselves, and were going to take everything that the party had if they had the chance. And that didn't work out for them. And the only member of that party that is left over is a knight, Sir Robert Paulson, who is charmed by Alora. And so, last that we left off, the party was planning to come down here and explore these southern areas that they have not checked out yet. But before we get started, we would like to thank a friend of the Greenwater Guildhall. None of these are sponsorships or partnerships of any kind. They are just products that we really like. Today, we would like to thank Dogmight Games. Dogmight Games makes beautiful wooden tabletop accessories for your role-playing games, such as custom DM screens, dice trays, dice towers, dice vaults. They have this really cool thing that kind of incorporates a bunch of that together called the Player's Vault that I highly recommend. Just a ton of options, and you can customize them. If you order something that's customized, that will usually take about 6 to 8 weeks to ship to you from the time of purchase. But they have a lot of items that they've made that they keep in stock in their inventory. So if you go to their website, definitely check out their in-stock inventory. Those items usually ship in 1 to 2 business days. They make great gift ideas. You know, if you're not sure what a gamer in your life is going to want, you can select something. They're all beautiful. We have a discount code available that gives 10% off of everything available on their site. And when you go to their site, you can put all your stuff into your cart. And when you check out, you can use friend in all capital letters, and that will discount it to by 10%. We also have a merch store via Zazzle that we have a number of items, including hoodies they're black hoodies with black and white character sketches of each of the characters from today's game. Those are available. We've got t-shirts, we've got buttons, there's a beer stein, a blanket that comes in 3 different sizes, and we just added poster maps of the new circa year 201 Braunhaven campaign setting map. And that map has some areas to the east that haven't even been detailed in any book, so that stuff is coming, the Borderlands region. But yeah, so if you want to help us out, 100% of the proceeds from that from that store go back into the channel. That helps us with things like Incarnate subscriptions, Roll20 subscriptions, bandwidth, all manner of things. So if you want to help us out, go get yourself a t-shirt and a button, and we really appreciate everything you do. I'm trucking right along. I haven't worked as much the past couple of days on a treatise of magic and spells as I would have liked, because so my wife's company gives her Employee Appreciation Day off, which is every year, March 1st. And so I don't know how this works out, but my wife's train of thought is that if she has the day off, then I have the day off. And so I guess I can't really argue too much about that since I work for myself. So
you need to appreciate yourself as an employee of yourself.
I appreciate myself when I get shit done, but because I'm
the worst influence like that. If I get a day off, I'm like, hey, you ought to take the day off. And then a motherfucker's like, well, now I really don't want to go to work.
Right. Yeah, no, so yeah, I didn't get as much done on it yesterday as I should have. Instead, I did way more prep for. I would just the time that I did have to work, I spent way too much of it on over prepping for Deep Night Revelation, which I guess worked out. We used all of it, so can't really complain too much. So yeah, I didn't get as much done, but that book is coming. I literally have one more spell to do, ritual spell for the rituals, and then I'm done with spells, and I can move on to doing magic items. So, that book is coming fairly soon. A lot of the magic items are actually, I would say probably a third of them are already detailed in other books. So it's going to be a lot of copying and pasting and figuring out where I want to place them. I'm going to try and figure out some kind of order, but there will be some new stuff in there. And then I will move on to the weapons, relics, and artifacts. And so I'm not going to include things that are like, oh, it's just a +1 sword. No, that's a waste of time. Everybody has a +1 sword. I want to include things that have names. And, you know, is it just a +1 sword? Well, yeah, but it also is intelligent and can speak to the user, and you know, it's got a name and there's some lore behind. So there's going to be a whole bunch of stuff in there. So, yeah, but I mean that's going to be the magic items of the final section of the book. I've been toying with the idea of putting a bestiary of angels, demons, and devils in it, but the more I think about it, the more I think that may end up having to be its own book, because I also have to detail. I still have yet to detail any information about the individual planes, and so I think that the planes and demons and devils and angels are going to be kind of their own thing. I don't know. I'm tossing it up in the air. I mean, what I don't want is if I add that to this book, then potentially, you know, we end up with another fucking tome that's like 400 pages, and I don't really think that magic and spells needs to be that big of a book. I think that planes and the denizens therein can be its own thing. So. All right, so you guys are going to head south.
Well, we were headed south when we got fucking rudely interrupted.
Yes.
We're banged up right now, aren't we? I mean,
Who's messed up?
Norman's down 8, and Malachi's down 4. I think some other people. I think Alora got fucking her ass handed to her.
That's true, but got kind of back up again.
All
But it's
right.
not too bad.
If everybody's okay,
I mean,
I'm
Dentry's
okay.
down a bit. Dentry's down to 20 or 30 out of 50, so he could probably use a little bit of love.
Yeah, Dentry's the most punished.
Well, yeah, I mean, it would be time for you to take a 10-minute rest anyways. So, yeah, I kind of figured that you would want to bandage up and slap some heals on yourselves.
Yeah, so that'll be 3 rather than 2. That's still not ideal. I'm sorry, how many down were you again? 8? Is that right?
Who's down 8?
Dentry?
Borman's down 8. Malachi's down, I think, 4. But Dentry was down like 20.
Oh,
Yeah, Dentry's
shit.
down 20, and Jackson's down 11.
Okay, so who has not been hit with the healing stick today?
Rob.
I don't think you've hit the dragon.
I don't think I have either.
Okay, Kidley, will you touch the dragon with your big healing stick?
So, Staff of Healing.
We each get it once a day. That's
Correct.
Yeah.
Correct.
Well, that 4 puts him back at a nice health, you know. Thank you very much. Yeah. Borman has been hit with it already. I remember, yeah, but so I'm down 8. We'll see how it goes. I'll be careful.
Okay. And
We
then,
do get the +2 plate off of violence.
oh yeah, he's
We're
dead.
not
He can't
leaving
use it.
that behind. Yeah. Yeah. We'll mournfully charge.
Yeah, I mean, it's sized for a dwarf, so.
Right. But I mean, we're still taking it. It's in our loot pile.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying. I don't want to leave +2. I mean, we're gonna have a shit ton of stuff that we got to move the fuck out of here some way. So that's great.
Who knows? Maybe we'll end up with another Duergar that likes us.
You
See,
know,
and this
we
is
will.
this is a perfect example of why you hire retainers. They're not
Oh.
retainers generally aren't fighting people. They are there to basically carry out all your shit after you loot a dungeon. There was a fairly good book about that. It wasn't White Plume Mountain. What was? I forget the name. I forget which one it was. But they hire. They've got a whole. They're going to go to this dungeon. Then they have a whole. I think it was Tomb of Horrors. They have this whole caravan that are going to go to the Tomb of Horrors. And you know, at first you're like, why are they hiring all these people? I mean, I know it's a long ways, but I mean, they basically have, you know, what essentially is cannon fodder running with them, and the whole reason behind it was because they need to have somebody to haul all this potential treasure out. And then you get to the end of the book, and there was like what? There was 2 people left alive in the entire party out of a party of like 9. And then there was like maybe 1 or 2 of their retainers that had survived. I mean, the Tomb of Horrors was brutal.
So we're gonna have to start. I'm gonna have to start a collection of dwarves, and not use them for fighting anymore.
Just
They
use
will
them to carry
order-
shit out.
Yeah. You will enlarge yourself and carry our stuff.
That's pretty big, yeah.
Well, yeah,
Okay.
and if you're going to go for charms, there's some potential further on in the dungeon, but
Well, I mean, in theory, I could charm 4 motherfuckers a day.
yeah.
Yeah. Just have
Okay,
them-
so did Gentry or Jackson get the healing stick? I don't remember.
I know one of them did. And I don't remember which one.
Okay.
I think it was Jackson.
Okay. So Gentry then I guess got 3 back. And then we'll start healing some people. It's Gentry and Borman that are down the most, right?
Well, Borman is down 8, but I mean,
Oh, I was
Hold on.
mixing up.
Borman just got
Gentry's
some
not as
fucking
bad as I
hit
thought he was.
points.
Yes, you did.
Gentry's
like
not
3.
as bad as I thought he was. Sorry. Gentry, I
Borman
looked at
just-
Jackson's hit points, and then I switched character sheets and saw Gentry's total. So that's what happened there. Gentry is now at 40 of 50 with those 3 hit points. So he's
Okay,
actually doing
cool.
okay. If we're gonna,
Okay.
Oh, bullshit.
Oh
I didn't
man.
get a whole bunch of hit points, but I got some more hit points.
All right. So are we okay to move on, or does anybody need anything?
I'm okay. We can continue on.
Okay.
yeah, I mean, I can live with 10 hit points off. That's not going to be like the worst.
All right, cool. I'm down to explore that one room then.
Yeah, or we can go to where their leader guys held himself up, but that is
I mean, we just got through all the bullshit to walk down this way. We might as well continue on.
So
Yeah, I
it's,
guess we
it's
should.
also noted. It should also be noted that Borman and Malachi are still deaf.
Oh yeah.
For how long?
So let me look.
It was a while.
Yeah, you're gonna still be deaf for another 30 minutes. All you hear is the wee. You've got tinnitus, like really bad.
Do we want to wait that out?
Maybe.
I've been
Okay.
purposely talking in front of them as though they can hear me, knowing that they can't hear me, and just like
You just
Mess-
keep talking to him. I can see Borman like just continually nodding his head like he's listening to you.
Yeah.
I can't hear shit.
You know, but yeah, I mean, whatever. Then we'll continue on.
All right. So who's leading the way? You guys can move your exploration movement rate per turn.
Let's see.
We're gonna be moving down this way.
Gentry is gonna hop on his mount.
Yeah, come on.
Well, your exploration movement rate should be further than that. These are 10-foot squares, so you're talking about the bigger number.
Right, but it takes me a minute to move all these fucking icons.
Oh, yeah, right, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I'm there. Be down in there somewhere. Dentry's riding on Malachi's back. You listen for me. Tell me when you hear things. And I won't hear you tell me, but whatever.
I'll hit your head. I'll smack your head when it's time to stop.
So did Dentry, and I'm trying to remember, Dentry didn't keep the Ring of Invisibility, did he?
He's marked invisible.
I know. But
I thought he did. I thought he gave away the.
Yeah, I thought he gave it to like Mavis or Alora.
No, I thought he gave one of them the cloak. And kept the ring.
He passed the cloak on.
Oh, that's right.
My ladies have the maximum
Dentry
number
gave
of rings.
the ring to Jackson, and Jackson gave the cloak to somebody else. So yes, Jackson invisible with the ring.
Gotcha.
Cloak went to somebody else. Who took the cloak?
I think Alora, because like Mavis will fuck it up by being loud and stuff anyway. So.
And I assume that Borman's going in
Witch on a broom with a whip.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, that's
I never really. Yeah, I'm in Viz too.
Gotcha.
Dude, Alora with a cloak that makes her not visible and her movement being crazy like that. Ooh,
Yeah.
you're dead now.
Yeah.
I'll sneak up on some folks and snatch them out of wherever.
Well, then the question is, like, if she's on the broom and she's wearing the elven cloak with the hood up, do they just see the broom flying around by itself?
I wonder.
Yeah.
Maybe.
At least carrying the broom in theory. I mean,
yeah, but it would. But the cloak wouldn't cover the entire broom. So
could she drape herself across the broom?
Maybe. I mean, yeah, I suppose you could, like, you know, kind of like you're riding a crotch rocket. You know, you just.
Yeah.
I guess so.
She only flies at night.
Right.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
She
I'm
rides her broomstick at night.
I'm checking for traps right here.
Okay.
What I'm doing.
All right, go ahead and make your traps check.
I got a 5.
Yep, you do not detect any traps. And the door is unlocked.
Let's open it. There's a statue.
There is a statue. So, this hall, the first thing that you notice is that this hallway, the stone floor, stepping on it almost seems a little weird because it no longer feels like a dungeon. The floor appears to be perfectly level, and this hallway has a 10-foot ceiling, and it's all made of stone. And in this alcove here, right here, there is a 6-foot-tall statue that depicts the god Montes, and his head is bowed, and he is covering his face with his hands as though he is weeping. And then further at the end of this hall, there is another door.
Could you refresh my memory of Montes a little bit, please?
So Montes, yes, I can. He is known.
He's dwarvish.
The dwarves. He is big in the dwarven pantheon, but he's not particularly dwarven. He is known as the god of elemental earth, the mountain father, and the great rock father. He's considered the father of the old gods and is depicted as an impossibly large humanoid-shaped mountain with a flowing white beard made of snow and a horned helm upon his head. Montes is stoic and embodies true neutrality in his dealings with mortals. He is slow to anger and rarely moves for anyone. However, if he is brought to anger, his retribution can be swift, with earthquakes that can devastate entire regions, swallowing entire swaths of land. Worship of Montes is generally conducted by druids. These circles build monuments to Montes in the form of great rings of menhirs in fields and forest clearings. Montes has no distinct holidays, though he is represented at all major festivals, as it is thought that he is always present. During the Festival of Giving, it is believed that Saint Baldwin is sent down from the Skellis Mountains, where he lives in the realm of Montes, Frisia, and Sadis.
All right. Yeah. But he's weeping. I don't know if that's the signs to come. I guess we're looking for traps.
Where are you looking for traps?
On the floor?
Where on the floor? Because you can search a 10-foot square.
Yeah. Well,
Okay.
I'm gonna. Do you want a roll for each 10 foot?
Well, you need to tell me specifically where you're searching, but you don't in this area. You don't find any traps.
All right. And then let's take a look.
Search the statue. Search the
Yeah.
statue.
Searching the statue over really good.
Okay.
Still in my realm of stuff. I mean, I'm looking with mirrors on sticks and shit. I'm not necessarily touching things unless
Right. Yeah, you're probably using a pole or something. You don't find any traps. But you can roll another d6. Not. Oh, that's weird. Oh, Dentry rolled 2d10. I was like, what the?
No, I rolled a tracking check.
Gotcha. And you definitely made your tracking check, and we'll get to that in just a minute. Let me.
I just wanted to get the roll out of the way when the time came.
Yeah, I feel you. You catch someone monologuing and go ahead and take your roll that you know you're about to make. Some DMs trip out on that, but I don't see why. Well, I mean, if you just go, yeah, man, even if you failed, that's the thing. I think if you fucked your roll up and you go, well, I just fucked my roll up. I don't see why anyone could really have that much of a problem. It speeds the process of a game up.
So Borman, you don't find anything with that check, but Jackson, you see that there are tracks that go to the statue and stop, and they also go, of course, down here to this door.
But not like to the statue and then away, to the statue and then like...
Just stop.
Okay.
Well, there's a secret
Check
door.
the statue more thoroughly.
All right. Well, let's look for secret doors and stuff.
Everybody feel up the statue.
Yeah.
Get in here.
Cop a feel of Montes.
I mean, my 2 and a 5. That's 2 checks on that statue I've done.
Can we move again or not?
And Jackson, you don't find anything. Yeah, you can move again. Jackson doesn't find anything special about this statue. I don't think. Let me double check.
Mavis, you should hop on the mount as well for the movement's sake.
Probably.
Yep.
Let's see here.
We're the 2 that have crappy movement,
I mean, does the statue have movable arms and heads,
Not that you can determine.
Mhm.
Well, if a 2 didn't do it, I don't know.
I guess a 1.
Yeah. If let's push on it then.
Where is Laura? Oh, we need to move him down. There's Laura. So, Laura,
Okay.
you can roll a d6.
I got a 1.
You did. So Laura kind of looks over her shoulder at Jackson and Borman and just gives them the look of, what the fuck, you guys? And she pushes the statue to her right, and it recedes into this wall, revealing a 10-foot wide, 10-foot long passage. That ends in some stairs.
Oh, shit.
Huh.
Shall we?
Secret. I've got a secret.
Mhm.
Right. Is the dragon able to fit through all that?
It's 10 by 10.
Yeah, he's gonna have to scrunch up, but he can get through.
All right. Well, do we want to go down the stairs or do we want to go in this room that's right here real quick?
I go down the stairs. Just keep
All
going.
right. Headed down the stairs looking for traps on the stairs.
Okay. You do
Yeah.
not find any traps on the stairs.
Well, that's where I'll be stepping as I'm looking around.
So in here, when you step into this room, you see that there is another statue, just a fairly small area comparatively, and this room, these are expertly carved stairs. They descend 10 feet into this chamber. The ceiling is 15 feet tall in here, so they do drop down a bit, and there is a statue in the southern alcove that depicts Montes with his head cocked to the right, resting on his hands as though asleep.
Time to start shoving it around, right?
Yeah. We're gonna check Montes out pretty hard here.
Okay.
Yeah.
What was the roll of 4?
Looking for traps
Where were you looking?
right there in that corner that I stepped in.
You do find a trap. You find a dart trap in this on this northern wall in this 10-foot section.
Gonna cover the dart holes with copper pieces.
Okay.
Shove copper in
Jam
the
them up.
holes. Yeah.
Okay, go ahead and roll a disarm traps check.
We've got copper.
There you go. Yeah, you should have plenty of that. So yeah, you take a turn to plug up the holes, and then you were going to check Montes, the statue of Montes.
Yep, looking for secrets and hidden treasures. Traps.
You do not find anything.
What was that roll of 1?
That
was me looking him over.
Was that you
Yeah,
looking him over, or was
gotcha.
that you plugging up the traps?
That was me looking him over. The 4 that
Okay.
I rolled the second time was plugging the traps.
Okay, so yeah, you do find that there is, again, on this one, you can, the statue shows that the arms can be moved downward to the statue's waist, and it opens another secret passage 10 foot by 10 foot that goes south.
We will continue on south. I'm going to look for traps as I proceed through the entryway.
Okay.
And I guess that puts me down in here.
Yeah, you do not
I look
find
like-
any traps. So in here, this is a polished marble floor and 10-foot ceiling and walls, and there is a dais on this on the western end, and
Dais on the dais.
it looks like this dais was meant to hold a sarcophagus, but it doesn't look like this. It looks like this was a tomb, or going to be a tomb, and it was never completed. And you see that there are 3 sacks that are stacked in the southeast corner.
Well, we need to look in the sacks.
True.
Yeah. Gonna poke the stacks with a 10-foot pole. Make sure they don't blow up. Not jab them, just kind of nudge them a little bit, and then I'll open them on up.
Okay, so you poke them with the pole, and you can determine that they are full. What sounds like they are full of coins, and inside these sacks you find 300 gems that are worth 10 gold pieces each.
Oh shit! See, you caught me off guard. I go, oh hell, I can let the animals in. Brian's gonna have to type, and that's not what happened. So you said 300 gems.
Yep, worth 10 gold pieces each. There are 40 platinum pieces.
See how you are? You throw me off,
Yeah.
now I gotta type after all. 40 platinum pieces, got it.
300 gold pieces.
Ooh, 300 gold.
And 400 electrum pieces.
400 electron.
And that's all that's in here.
Well, all right. It was the ending of the thing with the treasure. We've got one other room, so I'll backtrack using the precise way that I went this way,
Okay.
down around to this door where I will look for traps.
Okay.
Didn't find any traps. Gonna fucking see if the door's locked.
The door is not locked.
We're gonna open the door.
Okay, hold on just a moment.
Up in this room, Malachi will just be kind of curled up into this area, hanging out. It's a spacious room.
Okay.
I guess we got a random encounter.
Dentry, Mavis, Dentry and Mavis, you can make a wisdom ability check. So you want to roll a d20 under your wisdom score, and if you have a plus to that score, you can subtract that from your roll.
I did not make it.
Looks like
Rolled a 5. I made it.
so. Dentry, this I assume this door. Actually, this door would have closed, but you can hear what sounds like croaking coming from beyond this door to the north.
Here we go. Frog shit again.
Okay.
We got frogs coming up on our ass.
Well,
Hey, so
Just tell Malachi to put his mouth up to the door, like open. So I'll march into it, hopefully. No, I'm just kidding.
So,
that's not a bad idea.
so Borman, you open the southern door, and you see that this is a well-appointed bedchamber. There is dark stone. It's got 10-foot ceiling. There are 10-foot stone stairs. And you see that there's a simple bed and a desk, just making up the furnishings of the room. There's a fireplace here on the southern wall, and a private altar in front of the fireplace. The first thing that you notice is that the furnishings of this room are very simple. There's very little decoration. The bed has it's a single-size bed with a straw-stuffed mattress, and the desk holds just a few pieces of blank parchment, a writing quill, and a pot of ink. The small altar is made of marble, and on the altar there is a pair of what appear to be electrum candlesticks, and there's some holy scripture laying on the altar as well.
Ooh. Can you read it?
Yeah, it's not spells or anything. It is just essentially biblical like stories of essentially the Duergar pantheon of gods.
And Borman, as he looks at the electrum candlesticks and slides them in the bag of holding, wonders what they're worth.
25 gold pieces each. There are 2 of them.
Yeah, I'm just gonna hold on to these for posterity. They make a nice little makeshift club or item to sell later.
Well, that's 40 gold and 2 little things. So yeah.
Didn't you say 25?
I thought he said 20.
25 each.
Well, look at you. I just got richer. We all did.
Yeah. I would like to point out you tried to short the party.
Well,
10 gold, sir.
There's a nominal tax that I have to keep.
Nominal tax your ass if you try to cheat us out of our money.
Yeah, that's the idea. But yeah, we're gonna. Borman would be shaking this room down, looking for, treasure, hidden shit, bugs, traps. I mean, he would shake this room down, the desk, the fireplace.
Yeah,
the
you don't find anything as you're shaking down this room. Like I said, that was all that you found, and aside from that, this room is very, very austere.
Yeah, it sounds like this is the high priest fucking room, and he leaves a fucking humble life. He's probably was a lawful good.
I think he put all his treasure in the hidden place. That's what I think.
Yeah.
At his Temple of Bontis, with where was gonna be his grave later, if he ever died.
I think that was for the fucking dude that we were following. We're following this dwarven separatists fucking path, and I mean, this was all built by his people.
Ah.
Yeah, the man, I forgot his name.
Northrumstone.
Yeah. I mean, the whole area is named after him, but
yeah, I don't know that calling him. I guess he ended up being a separatist, but all the stories that you've heard is that, so far is that he. It sounds like, and King Drothumstone in Zlatoheim told you this, related this tale, is that there is some dwarves can succumb to a mental illness that essentially can be boiled down to gold fever, where they just become obsessive about finding more riches, and it sounds like Nathrumston kind of became that way, pushing his dwarven clans harder and harder, taking more and more reckless steps to dig deeper, looking for more electrum and gems, and that may have something to do. It is suspected that has something to do with his undoing, or with the fall of Drothumstone. I mean, so far, aside from the lifelike dwarven statues that all seem to be situated as if they are running in terror from Drothumstone, aside from that, you're not seeing any evidence of why Drothumstone fell to ruin.
Well, they are the sign. They got stoned by a dragon.
That is your assumption, yes.
Yeah, I mean that's what I'm going to go by until I see evidence to argue that. I think that finishes the southern thing. We've got frogs in the hallway. You say?
Indeed, you do. And because Dentry heard them, you don't have to worry about being surprised. But they maybe. They are not surprised. This door opens, and there are 4 frost toads.
Oh shit!
Or I'm
They
sorry,
look pretty badass.
three frost toads. 3 frost toads. Everybody can roll initiative. Well, actually, we don't know if you're going to roll initiative. Let's see. Oh, that's not good.
They see us and say, never mind.
Everybody needs to roll initiative. They are unfriendly, and they may attack.
They see the dragon and say, never mind. Nope.
Oh wait, it's one dice.
Damn it. Stupid song.
All right, I'm good.
All right.
I don't know if anyone else is.
Maybe
I'm
she's
good.
in the way of the door. Feel free to just shove her out of the way if you need to get through.
Gonna lightly carry her out of the way.
That's much nicer.
Milady, step aside.
All right. All right, Alora. I would assume that Dentry would have yelled out that there
Oh,
were...
I did.
Yeah.
I was like, yo, it's toads.
So, Alora, you're all the way back here. What would you like to do?
What the hell can I do from back there?
Well, you do
Everybody.
have a broom of flying, so you can...
I fly over people?
You could, yeah, or past them. I mean, these are 10-foot wide hallways. So.
Sir Robert and Dentry are backwards on the stack.
Okay, I'm gonna hide up high and get rid. Well, maybe I should just whip one of them now, actually. Let's see. Let me look at that whip. I haven't used it yet.
So the range on a whip, it does count as melee, so you would have to be in the square in front of him.
Oh, okay. I can make
Or
that.
essentially in the same square, really, because you have to be within 5 feet to engage in melee.
Okay, I can make
You
it.
could be above them.
Well, that's what I think my next move will be.
It's got a 10-foot range though, right? She's only got to be within 10 foot.
I don't know.
I don't
It does.
think that's
It's
right.
kind
Let
of
me.
the range.
Yeah, that. I don't know. Let me double check. Where is Carcass Crawler? Carcass Crawler issue number 3. It says. So whip. Yep. It is a 10-foot long strap of braided leather. On a successful attack, the attacker must decide to either inflict damage or entangle the target. So you can do one or the other.
I'll do entangle if it succeeds. So,
And that's a +1 whip. It's fancy.
I wrote +2.
Oh, that's right. It's +2 whip. You're correct.
With a soft 20 to hit.
Yeah, I think that is let's see here. I'm pretty positive. Yeah, that's gonna hit.
Okay, they are entangled then.
So you're entangling them on the following turn. You can, let's see, what does it say? does it say about entangle? It says it doesn't. Be that way. Let me look back over here. On a successful hit, the target must save versus paralysis or be unable to move or act. The new save is allowed. A new save is allowed each round to escape. Okay, so he. God, the stupid cold. I had to cancel my monthly in-person game tomorrow because my wife's 2 weeks, over 2 weeks we've had this fucking cold. She still has a sore throat. I'm still coughing and have like sinus things going on. And now I find out that my buddy who was coming, Luke, from one of the other games from the shop, his office, the cold is going around, so he's caught it and he's sick. And one of my other buddies that was coming, one of my best friends that's coming for the game, that cold is going around the Eyes on Broadway optical studio. So.
Wow.
Yeah, so, you know.
It's all over the place, man. This cold is everywhere.
Yeah, it's brutal. It is terrible. So he needs to be a 12 or else he is entangled. He does not. He is entangled. On your following turn, you can drag him pretty much wherever you want to go. There we go. He is entangled. All right. The frost toads. He's going to attempt another and still fail. He is still entangled. The other frost toads are making fun of him.
Are they humanoid?
No.
Okay.
They're just really mean, I guess.
Yeah.
Oh, now wait a minute. What does this say? All creatures within 10 feet.
Oh, are they going to get tripped up in the thing too?
No.
Oh, okay.
Are you going to get affected by their coldness?
Probably. I'm going to get frozen solid and fucking die again.
Okay. So.
Can they reach her?
So before I do that, I'm going to give Alora the option. So let's go back a turn. So when you crack the whip and entangle this frog, you take 10 points of damage. They are radiating an aura of cold.
Oh, jeez. Okay. Well, that's not good. I don't like that at
So
all.
if you have any movement left, if you want to move, I will allow it before the frogs go.
Okay.
Yeah, but like, fuck that shit.
Yeah, I guess kind of up also.
So the ceilings in here.
20 foot.
This is the Chapel of Montes. It is a 20-foot ceiling, so you could go up to the ceiling.
Yeah, that was really cold. Warn everybody.
But he's still going to be within 10 feet of you because you going up to the ceiling, you've got him on the whip and he follows, and the whip is 10 feet long, so he is.
Do I have to take an action to drop the whip or
to untangle him? Yeah.
Well, that's to untangle the whip, but I mean dropping.
Yeah, you could just let go of the whip.
Yeah, I don't want to get more.
Like, fuck that shit.
Yeah.
Okay.
Whose stupid whip was this anyway?
Yeah, he's just entangled.
Yeah, you let go of the whip. He is still wrapped up in it, and you get up 20 feet. I'll put a flying thing on you so we remember that.
Okay.
All right, so then on the toad's turn, 3.
How much damage did it do?
3d6.
Holy
10.
shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I hate frost toads. We ran away last time we had to deal with them.
Yeah, I think he did, actually. And so, oh, they do have a bite attack. They don't have.
Not that they need it.
Yeah,
Yeah, they are
really.
8-foot long toads with warty frost-rimed skin. Dwell in icy climates or deep underground, which Drothumstone would be both. And so
As a free action, can I yell, Borman, get up here with your frostbrand?
you can, but he can't hear you.
Oh.
Wait,
Ice death.
let me double check that. Oh no. Yeah, so the tinnitus has subsided, and Borman and Malachi are no longer deaf.
Good. Holy crap.
So they can't do anything. Black Dragon Malachi, what would you like to do?
Black Dragon Malachi is gonna move right here and kind of link his head over that shadow and bend it down, and he's gonna breathe at all three of them fuckers.
Okay, so they need to make a save versus breath.
Yep. And they will either take this is what I'm saying. They're either going to take 23 or 11 points of damage.
They are going to take 23.
Well, there.
And they cannot survive 23.
Well, then fuck them.
Excellent work.
But Alora, make a. Go ahead and make a. Make a save versus breath, and I'll tell you why in just a minute.
I know why. I know why.
Is it gonna splash on me? Yay, I made it.
Okay, so your whip does not dissolve in the acid.
Oh, okay.
I knew that's what was coming when he did the breath attack. I was like, oh no, the whip.
Well, they threaten Alora. We can get another whip. We cannot get another.
You're not
queen.
wrong.
That's
You're
true.
not wrong. It was the right play. I was just like, oh no, we're gonna lose the whip after one use.
And then, of
You
course,
like destroying our weapons, sir. Just admit it. You like destroying our weapons.
Yeah, I do.
And then let's see.
I'm drinking a potion.
These guys, because you hit them with acid, this was not their lair. They're toads, so they don't have pockets, so they weren't carrying anything.
Fair enough, but they're no longer frostbiting people in the general vicinity of their area, right?
That's true. They are now puddly puddles due to acid.
Well, acid is good for the mental stability of people.
Yes. So where would you like to go from here?
We've got a door that's right here.
Are there any lingering components
What
of
door?
the frost toads?
Oh,
No.
right here.
They got liquefied, I'm gonna assume.
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah. They are they're gooey. Yeah. Yeah. So there is this door. If you want to examine that.
Gonna do it. Gonna look for traps, and then I'm gonna see if it's locked.
It is.
Got a 4, so
It
I
is
should.
not locked.
Well, let's open it up.
we're out of initiative, right? So we can move ourselves.
Correct. You find a long hallway. There's some steps that lead down in this hallway, and it zigzags and ends at another door.
Yeah, I'll wait for my friends to kind of get up in this general area.
My mount left without me.
Yeah. Sorry.
If you're waiting, I can move another 20 feet now.
Yeah. I will.
Gentry's
Well,
all
look-
feeling like a badass because he's riding a black dragon.
Yeah.
Well, he
Look at
was
the
until
trail.
the mount left without him.
On the stairs and shit as I'm going down. If you want a couple of those rolls, I'm going to do them as I go down to the door.
Yeah, you don't find any traps all the way to the door.
Well, then I'll quit rolling that and move to the door and take a look at the door.
Okay.
Malachi will he's going to kind of be in the back, kind of, I guess. He doesn't, maybe right in here, hanging out. I don't know if he hears he's needed, he'll go down there. He doesn't like these little narrow hallways. They're restrictive.
Yeah, well, I mean, they're not as narrow as they could be. Most hallways are only 5 feet wide. I mean, these are.
I can't really go down those. So,
Yeah, you'd be cut out of them. So the door is not locked, and you don't find any traps on the door.
we got to open it
Are you
up.
waiting for the rest of us, or are you going full speed ahead?
Oh, I mean, I'll wait for people who want to keep following and trailing to move their stuff. I mean, I'm not forging ahead. But y'all will spend your whole time moving your token. When we can just say that everybody's kind of trailing along.
Okay,
Yeah,
because I like it. It would take forever for Dentry to keep up if you were going like at your full speed.
Yeah, no, there's no traps on the stairs. It's totally fine. We're walking on in, looking around.
So Borman, you step in here, and in the middle, right here, there is a pool of crystal clear mountain spring water that is. It seems that it is heated naturally through a geothermal vent. And there are 4 pillars that look like they were originally where a stalactite and a stalagmite meet, and they have been carved into these perfectly square columns, and they rise out of the pool and go from the floor to the ceiling. The pool is only about 3 feet deep. And the edges of the pool slope up towards the edge of the room. And
If you wait for Alora, I think that witches can discern like what water's safe or not.
Yeah, I'm waiting on everybody. I'm just kind of whispering back down the hallway. I don't see any traps. There's some water.
You do see that these columns, not only are they perfect, these stalactites, stalagmites, these natural rock columns that have been carved into these square columns have been also inscribed with dwarvish runes in Domshek.
We gotta bust out that fragile helmet to read those.
Yeah.
Okay, so Alora's busting ass down in there?
I'm waiting for.
I mean, I said, yeah, man. There ain't no traps. It's just some water. It's kind of warm in here. This is a nice place. There's probably a water weird or a water element in the pool, but that's totally out of character. We can't act on that.
And then, of course, up here there is a door that leads to the north. But so Alora puts on the Helm of Comprehend Languages, and you can see that the runes on the dwarvish runes on these columns are holy symbols dedicated to Satis, the god Satis. So the god Satis
is sadistic.
Goddess of elemental water, the great wave mother, the kraken in the deep. Usually worshipped by sailors and river folk, but it is known that Satis can be cruel for like no fucking reason.
Right. I mean, does someone want to get in the pool and see what happens?
Sir Robert Paulson will.
Okay. Is Sir Robert Paulson injured at all?
I mean, look, I think he might be a little bit. 3 points, yeah.
So, he wades into the water, and he just calls back that, this is really comfortable. There's a slight tingling feeling.
Is that good?
Yeah.
I'll look him over.
Yeah, he's kind of resting, and he leans up against one of the columns, and he's like, "Oh, this is nice. I could use a bath."
We all could use baths, probably.
Yeah, probably.
To be honest, I mean, maybe we should take a moment and just all wash up if it's a good thing like that.
Let's see what happens to his injuries.
So,
okay. Better, worse, the same.
You guys kind of take 10 minutes, and you take a turn to rest in the waters, and Sir Robert regains 1 hit point.
Yay! Okay, everybody get in.
Yeah, let's all
possibly
Yeah.
be
On
bad.
a hit point.
Does everybody get a hit point that soaks in the water?
Yep, if you soak in the water for 1 turn, you will regain 1 hit point.
Well, Borman will take that. That's for fucking.
Yeah.
Dentry's like, y'all go ahead. I'm just gonna hang out here for a while.
Glad somebody's not in it, just in case.
What about Malachi?
Malachi is not injured and will kind of come over here and just swirl or hang out. Borman will soak in the water, you
Okay.
know.
Yeah, so anybody who soaks in the water can regain 1 hit point.
Yeah, taking the 1 hit point. And God, I'm wondering, I'll ask Mavis because she knows all of the religious healing magic, I would think. God, if we bottled this up, would it have healing properties?
Mavis can
Right.
make an intelligence ability check.
What happened if we drink it? Or Laura, we can ask her too, I guess.
Yeah, Mavis didn't know. Alora made the check though.
So, Alora thinks it would probably lose because you have to soak in it for 10 minutes. It probably wouldn't give you any healing benefit, but if you have a container, you could make a flask of holy water from it because it is blessed water.
Oh, well, that would be good for Mavis. I'll make one of those.
Yeah, you never know when a vial of holy water will come in handy.
For real.
Fucking
Yeah.
vampires.
I guess they had a few of them already, but no one use one more.
Yeah, I mean Mavis, probably has a couple, since she's a cleric.
Yeah. Well, yeah, that's good. We have this area up here, going to the north that we can inspect. But there was also a room that we know a guy is holed up in, and that's like the leader of that's way up north, isn't it?
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah. All right. We'll eventually get there, I guess.
Yeah.
You've got this door to the north.
Are we good to continue? Everybody okay?
I think
Looking
so.
for traps on the door?
Okay. There
may be traps on the door, but we're going to see if it's locked.
It is not locked. And it is a 20-foot long hallway that ends at another door.
All right. Here's a couple of rolls for walking down the hallway looking for traps.
No traps.
That's on. I rolled twice for each of the things. You know what I mean?
Right.
So there we go. There's the door.
No traps on the door, and it is not locked.
Well, let's open it. And of course, I'll wait for people to kind of get, in position for, before I open a door, So if we do trigger a thing, I ask that we're allowed to put our tokens in a proper spot.
Yes.
Yeah, that's all. So that way we don't have Dentry. That's why Dentry gets left behind all the fucking time, and we need him up front. But Brian is not an active token mover.
So
I
don't know. He was an active token mover last night. He bravely ran towards the back of the ship.
He did, and I enticed a fucking predator to go to the ship, and it was great.
Hey man, just give Dentry a shotgun. He'll be all about the movement.
Yeah.
Right? Yes. Yeah.
That shotgun ain't no joke.
Yeah, especially a full auto shotgun. I just think the short barrel version with no stock on it is used by the security forces on board, and I would imagine that that's a great deterrent to stop all your rabble rousing if there's a mutiny. Is a full auto short choke shotgun.
Here's a couple of looking for trap rolls as I kind of go down the stairs and look in the general area there.
So you don't find any traps.
Not at the beginning. The stairs are totally clear. I know that.
This room it has a red-veined white marble tiles on the floor, and the ceiling is 15 feet tall, and the walls and the ceiling are made of polished pyrite. And in the middle of the room is a 22-foot-long granite table. It's enormous, and it seems that it is carved from a single block of granite. It looks like it probably weighs around a ton. It is surrounded by chairs that all of the chairs have like a brocade velvet pillow, red velvet pillow sitting on them. And to the north, there is a heavy stone door, and it is locked with a large iron padlock.
Do we have a key?
No.
We do have a time, though.
Well, I mean, I've forgotten if we had keys, but I mean, is it really locked?
It is not.
It is not locked. I mean, I thought it was locked, but it isn't. Yeah. Open the door. Oh.
And there is a zigzagging passage that ends at another door, and this door also has a elaborate combination lock set into it, and this is an iron vault-like door. It is 8 feet tall, appears to be 3 feet thick, and there is an elaborate combo lock. And
I failed my trap check of the fourth square right in front of the door there. So, you know, I hit a trap check for each of those squares, and I failed the last. And now I'm going to try to pick the lock.
Okay.
On the door, the combination lock. Yeah, I did pretty good.
So you're going to need to make 2 more of those.
All right.
Okay. So you spend 30 minutes checking the door for lock, or trying to pick the lock on this door, and you do finally get it open. Hold on just a moment.
Before I open the door, I will let my party members know that I'm fixing to open the door with the lock.
Okay. Oh, shit. Okay.
Another random encounter.
Oh.
Is that what you're doing to us?
Yes. Okay.
Did you say there were traps or were not traps in this hallway?
None. Totally clear. The last area looked especially clean and clear. But I think the Knight and Alora and Mavis are probably at least up in the dining hall area.
No, they're still bathing in the pool.
Okay, so you open this vault door. And and there is granite inlaid with electrum on the floor, 10-foot ceiling, and walls. There are smooth cut stone stairs that descend 10 feet into the chamber. And there are large stone and iron chests. There's 3 of them that sit on the west wall. This wall.
Yeah. Well, I'm going to say, oh, it's another treasure vault. Stand by, and I'm going to roll. There's the 3 chests along the wall, and there's 3 there's the stairs and everything. I'm just going to do the room a whole once over, searching every 10 feet for traps before I tell anybody they can come in, and I'm just going to do it in order, starting at the stairs and going clockwise until the end. So I failed here and I failed here on looking for traps.
Okay.
So,
but you got these other 3 squares?
Yeah, I got all the other 4 squares.
So you do find that there was a trap here, and that trap is you found a trap just inside the door. And you find that trap was a sprung needle trap that would have sprung after the fact if you had failed on one of the combo checks, and then attempted to. If you then succeeded and opened the door, then the needle trap would have sprung.
Ooh, I would like to remove the needle trap and put it in my inventory.
Okay, go ahead and make a remove trap check. Okay, so you remove this needle trap, and it takes you, 10 minutes. And the needle, when you pull it out of the mechanism, is dripping in poison. It would have been a save versus poison or die.
Oh my.
Okay, so I am going to say needle trap, save versus poison or die. Okay. Because I've got that in my inventory to use at a later time. And
this door opens, and Malachi, Mavis, Alora, Jackson, and Sir Robert Paulson is not surprised, but Malachi, Jackson, Alora, and Mavis need to roll a d6 to see if they are surprised.
I should not be surprised, I don't think.
What do you roll to not be surprised? 1 or a 2?
One or a 2 means you're surprised on a d6.
Wow, Jackson's surprised.
Wow.
Mavis is not surprised, and Alora is.
Okay, so the door kind of you hear some scratching, like a cat at a bathroom door, and the door opens, and a giant weasel kind of wiggles its way in, and it looks like it's just sniffing around looking for food, and it doesn't seem like it seems it's rather uninterested in you guys, and it's just kind of looking around looking for something to eat.
Malachi will smell it. Just bring his face right up close to its face and
Suck it in.
It smells like a weasel.
Well, I mean, animals, when they run into each other, they smell each other and shit. And then, sometimes they go on about their way just fine. Sometimes, one of them will, do something to assert some dominance, like put its paw on its back or something. But right now, I'm just seeing if the weasel,
Yeah, it kind of sniffs you back and just and goes over and is sniffing around under the table.
It doesn't appear to be any harm.
No, it seems.
Yeah.
It seems. How did they put it? Fairly uninterested and indifferent about you guys.
Beat it up. No, just kidding.
Yeah, I mean, We're really more of a neutral party for all intents and purposes.
Yeah.
Can we shoot it out then? If it doesn't really care.
Yeah, you could. Yeah, I mean, if you guys could shoo it out and it turns around and goes back the way it came, it's not really finding anything here that it's interested in. So
Wonderful.
Gosh, I'm glad.
Yeah. Now that we've got that needle trap, let's look at this first chest.
okay,
Is it locked?
they are all locked. Okay,
Well, the first one is not.
so in this chest, there are 100 platinum pieces.
Ooh, look at that, Brian.
Zero, you say?
And then the second one, and
How many platinum pieces for how many was it? 100?
Hold on.
yeah. I will have unlocked them all three, I guess.
So the first
really, how
chest,
many-
the first chest had 100 platinum pieces, 400 gold pieces,
Got it.
and 500 electrum pieces.
Got it.
Second. The second chest has 400 gold pieces.
Got it.
Hold on here. Let's see, 400 gold pieces, 300 electrum pieces,
Got it.
and 300 silver pieces.
Got it.
And the final chest has 400 silver pieces
Got it.
and 600 copper pieces.
Got it.
That was a good haul.
Is that-
Yeah. Before we have to rest, do we want to take all these chests and put them in the tower?
I don't know.
Yes. We have to claim
Okay.
them.
Yep. We will take the chest to the tower.
Okay, so you guys are going to take the chests to the tower.
Yeah.
All right.
We've pretty much confirmed that all these hallways like don't have any traps in them now, right?
The ones that we've explored, yeah. The only one we haven't done is now off the map.
Yeah.
Okay, hold on.
Yeah, you got to replace Duergar with Knight.
Oh, that's right. Well, that's fine. He can just be.
The Knight.
Yeah, he can just be the knight for now.
Yeah. This is a temporary map anyway. Unless like the orcish horde is coming. But this is like our midday break, right?
Yeah, as soon as you get back here, it will be time for a break, but okay. So as you guys are kind of loading your loot into the tower, everybody roll a d6.
3 and 4. Does that matter?
5 and 2, but Jackson got the 2.
I'm 5 and 2.
But Jackson can only be surprised on a 1.
Correct.
Okay, so my characters are both surprised.
Yeah, Malachi will be surprised, but if he's doing all this, he's on top of the tower, looking out. And then I guess Borman would be around in here somewhere. We're all kind of up here on this plateau near the tower, right?
Right. Here we go. Right. Oh. That's right about there. So you guys are loading more loot into the tower. The tower is quickly becoming filled. You're going to have to pick another location to store stuff. But you see that you have coming out of the trees, you see a dwarvish merchant that is coming along. He has a wagon that's pulled by a mule that he's, struggling to get through the snowy terrain, and he quickly looks up and is surprised to see you guys, and kind of ducks back, using the mule as cover, and says, "Oh, I didn't mean to interrupt anything. I'm just moving through the mountains."
Does he want to buy anything?
And
Yeah.
he has an additional 8 pack mules that all have, various sundries on them.
Should we try and trade stuff for a mule, or should we just try and sell stuff to him? What do you guys think?
I think he needs to make a save versus spells or be charmed by the dragon.
Okay, so you're gonna try and charm him. And he saves.
Shit.
Okay, he's not charmed, but he would have been a great addition with him and his mules. Yeah.
We can afford a mule at this point, I'm sure. We have too much stuff.
How much would he be interested in being hired to be?
So you tried. So the Black Dragon Malachi attempts to charm him, and he fights off the charm, and is now terrified, and is grabbing his mules and his pack mules and cart, and trying to run away from the dragon.
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, talk to him, Alora.
Okay. Wait. He's just really eager to make friends. The best I could go.
Go ahead and roll 2d6 and add your charisma modifier to it.
Okay. Charisma modifier is alright, +1. Oh, that's not good. 6.
Yeah, so he stops running, but he is kind of cowering in fear. You could see he's physically shaking from fear. He might have peed his pants a little, and
Aw.
seeing the dragon, and he says, "No, I don't know why you would be traveling with a dragon, but I don't mean any harm. I'm going to move along."
Well, I mean, can we trade with you before you move along?
Go ahead and make another 2d6 roll and add your charisma to it.
Is Borman doing it this time or me?
I
Okay.
guess. Yeah, I
Good.
did. Sorry. I
Okay.
opened my mouth. I got a 9.
He's like, as you can see, my wagon and my mules, or my cart and my mules, are pretty much overloaded already. He just not really in the market to purchase anything at the moment.
Oh no, we're wanting to buy stuff. We have gold.
We got lots of gold.
We've got lots of gold. The dragon, we've collected so much gold that the dragon thinks it's his hoard, and he's with us. He's really a friendly guy, but you should see the way he shits.
He says, well, yes, possibly. So he has a number of mundane items, but I will allow whoever wants to make a single percentage check.
There.
So yeah, he doesn't. He has no magical items for sale, but he pretty much has anything on the.
I rolled too late.
So he pretty much has anything that you could want on the adventuring gear list, including thieves' tools for 25 gold pieces. He's got hand-sized steel mirrors, a couple of different musical instruments. He's got a stringed instrument and a wind instrument. He's selling parchment. He's got some oil flasks. Is there anything in particular? He's got iron rations that he could sell. He even has bundles of firewood.
Well,
he does hold up a gold holy symbol, of a gold holy symbol of the Order of the Martyr, that he would be willing to sell for 100 gold pieces.
That's Mavis's shit.
Now, a gold holy symbol is
it better than a normal one?
It is.
Oh, okay. I'll buy that.
Where's my adventure gear? So, a gold holy symbol grants a +1 bonus to any 2d6 rolls for affected hit dice of undead monsters when you're doing a turn undead check.
Okay, I have deducted the gold and put that on there.
Okay.
So would he be willing to take like what price would he be willing to take a mule though? Even with all the shit it carries, I'm sure we could afford it at this point.
So he says,
or 4 mules, really. If we got 4 mules.
You want to buy all of his stock? Is that what you're saying?
Well, yeah. How much for all your mules and all the crap that you've got them on?
So I think if we bought all the mules, he wouldn't be able to carry the gold or whatever, or the jewels.
Well, he would need to keep one of the mules in his cart.
Yeah.
But the 4 additional pack mules, he would sell. He would sell the mules for 30 apiece, and everything on the mules he would sell for an additional 400. So you're looking at 520 gold pieces.
Yeah, well, it's all about location, isn't it? I mean, yeah, Brian, if you want to take all that gold out of the fucking shit, spend
All right,
copper.
what was the price?
520.
How many copper pieces is that?
5,200.
Yeah, 5,200.
Oh, can we pay him in copper?
He has no way to carry it.
Yeah,
Oh,
same
yeah.
problem as us.
yeah.
Okay.
All right, we'll do gold. Ugh. How's he going to carry all this?
That'd be 52,000 copper, not 5,000. That'd be 5,000 silver.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, we could pay in silver. Yeah.
Yeah, 52,000 copper pieces. He wouldn't be able to carry it. He wouldn't be able to carry 5,200 silver pieces.
Right.
We don't even have that much silver on us. Everything we have is gold and platinum. We have a crap ton of gold.
Yeah, I mean, on a purchase this size, platinum, of course, is preferred.
260?
Correct. Or,
Okay.
Yeah, that sounds right.
And so
Platinum
we have
2 to 1 for gold?
I'm sorry, what?
Is platinum 2 to 1 for gold?
No, it's 5 gold pieces to 1 platinum.
Oh, 5 to 1. Oh, then that's only 104.
Yes. Sorry, I was getting my chart mixed up here. So out of this, yeah, he's happy to do that. He's like, well, this is kind of quite a profitable little side trek, and he unties the lead mule and gives you guys the 4 mules, and waves to you and goes about his way. Now, out of this, in addition to your mules, there is 1 backpack that is in there. There are 4 bedrolls.
Okay.
There is 4 belt pouches.
They're all empty.
Belt pouch.
They're small belt. You can use them to store spell components or caltrips or whatever you would like. Speaking of which, we'll see.
I'm just thinking we're going to set up a big camp right up behind this tower here.
So one of us could be like Batman and just have belt pouches galore?
Yeah, one of the belt pouches does hold 10 caltrips, or I'm sorry, 20 caltrips.
All right, I'll take the caltrip pouch for Borman because I put those things out a lot, and
There are 3 cooking pots. Three bundles of firewood. One clove of garlic. There are 3 weeks worth of iron rations. 28 days worth of iron rations. There are 4 tents. Four tinder boxes. one set of thieves' tools.
I've got a good set of thieves' tools, but I guess I can have a backup.
There is one ball, 100 feet worth of twine.
Okay.
That could be fun.
Yeah. I guess we're going to take the time to make like a little camp and shit here, huh?
There are 5 wineskins that are full of wine.
Oh, I take those. Those are mine. Wineskins, you say, huh?
We're really just unpacking the mules and going, I hope y'all like carry gold.
You find a whistle.
The wine, like decent wine? Or is it like shit wine?
It's mediocre.
Okay.
And that's it.
That's cool.
Yeah.
What was the last thing? A whistle?
A whistle.
Yeah.
Ooh, Jackson takes the whistle.
Mm-hmm. Maybe we can leave Sir Palsy or whatever here at the camp to keep the keep the mules, and I mean there's tents and shit here. We can set up a really nice camp with all this adventuring gear.
How much to hire him?
The merchant?
Yeah.
He's gone.
Well, I mean, if you want to yell at him, you can go ahead and make a charisma check. Well, go ahead and first make a charisma, make a 2d6 plus your charisma modifier.
Gonna do that. I mean, that doesn't seem like a me thing.
I mean,
Well, Alora's the charismatic one, She's tracking him down if we're trying to get him to do stuff. He's actually got a charisma modifier.
Got 9. Probably not.
what are you offering for hiring?
What are we offering? Like
So if you want to hire a retainer, mean, which would be -2, would be two face shell per day, 2 silver pieces. Poor would be 5 silver per day. Standard is 1 gold piece. Decent is 5 gold pieces, and lavish is 10 gold pieces per day. Now
we got a lavish.
He's already a merchant, so we can't go we have to at least give him a little something. Otherwise, he'd be like, "Why bother?"
Why don't we give him
decent or lavish will give you a +2 to that check.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Why don't you tell him that we got 100 gold pieces if you hang out here around this tower and maintain our mules and help us.
Also, decent and lavish means that he would be equal to. At decent, he would get 2/3 share of any loot that you find, and lavish would mean he would get a full share.
I mean, we don't. Yeah, he's not getting our loot. We're paying it. Yeah, I don't want to share loot with him.
Okay, then let's not do it then, I guess, because there's no way he's gonna hang out here unless we give him more. So,
I mean, we might get lucky.
I mean, if you wanted to entice him, I would say that if you wanted to lavish, you could, instead of 10 gold pieces per day, you could pay him 20 a day.
Instead of giving him part of the loot?
Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds like a lot better. I mean, a flat rate, definitely go flat rate here.
And how much gold did you say you wanted to give him to stay?
Oh, let's give him 100 just to hang out. I mean, here you might.
You would need. I mean, 20 a day would be considered lavish, and that would give you a +2 to your check.
Yeah.
that would give me 11. So I think that's probably what we need to do. We have just tons of gold, right? It's weighing us down.
The gold that we have just chilling here right now is
crazy.
22,000.
Okay, yeah, I think 20 a day is easy to pay out of that then. So I will offer him that to hang out with the mules and then I guess transport them with us. Is that what we're asking?
yeah, help transport this shit.
Okay. Let me put him back on the map here. He will accept that offer.
Yeah. Smart
Yeah.
merchant.
And so you want him to just hang out by the tower and make camp here?
Yeah.
Tend to the mules. Let's leave the whistle with them and have him blow it if anything crazy
Yeah.
happens.
give the dwarf merchant a rape whistle.
Basically,
Hey, my whistle.
you'll get it back, I hope.
So
Unless
he,
something really bad
I mean,
happens.
he is. Let's see, what does it say about him? I don't think he's a fighting man. He does have a sword and dagger, but I mean, he is a first level dwarf, so he's got a little bit of fighting in him.
We can leave the knight with him to guard our loot. I mean, he's charmed, right? Unless you want to bring him along. I don't really care either way.
I figured he'd probably, like, if, when there were all those pools of water, we made him go in first, that kind of a thing.
Yeah.
I thought that would probably be.
Yeah, keep the knight for now.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Okay, so you have your merchant up here, and
Yeah.
all right. So are you guys heading back into Drothumstone?
That's
Yeah.
right.
Rest. Headed on back.
Okay, so you guys rest.
Pretty long rest or rest?
think-
Yeah, you've only been at it for about 4 hours. So I mean, I mean,
Okay.
you
We've
haven't
got
taken any additional damage. I mean, you're down spell slots, of course, but.
yeah.
Yeah. Okay, we're cool. No worries.
All right, so where do you want to go from here? You can move.
We're
your
gonna go into the big room way up where we know that guy is held up, the banquet room at the north end of the
Okay, so
complex.
that is going to be a total.
Are we moving from the room we were or from the entrance?
We'll move from the entrance, right? We're just gonna come in and go straight up the fucking gut,
So
right?
it is 340 feet. So that's probably what, about 3 turns for you guys to.
Well, that's 2 for Jackson.
But everybody else, like Mavis.
Well,
Wait,
no,
if we move
Mavis
from
and
the
Gentry are riding on a dragon.
Yeah, because that would be about like 20 turns for us.
Okay, so yeah, that's true. That's true. So that about 2 turns. And so you guys can get up into the banquet hall.
All right. Yeah, thank you.
Here.
I'm trying. There we go. All right. Now, what I think we should try to do here, we know there's a big bad enemy in there, right? What do you think if I set this, if we kind of creeped in here a little bit, if I set this trap up on the door, this needle trap, and then we knock on the door and yeah, and see if he answers.
I mean, it sounds like as good a plan as any, right?
So one thing to keep in mind that you're on this side of the door, so the needle trap would come out this direction towards you. You'd have to open the door and put it on the inside, or if you're trying to affect him.
Okay. Well, shit.
Yeah. Okay. I guess I'll just I'll take the needle and hide kind of right here behind the door, invisible, and I'll wait. We'll kind of all set up here in the room, and we'll just knock and see if he answers.
Okay. Give me just a second.
I'm trying to position how everybody would be, because be however you want to be when the shit hits the fan.
I'll have my invisible guy more front. Too bad Violence died.
Yeah, no, he would have been great to use as somebody to talk. Sad. I'm just knock and try to do a dwarf sounding voice that sounds muffled, you know? This kind of
Just crouch down so it's coming from shorter than you'd expect.
and hope that we could lure the guy out.
Okay. All right. Give me 1 second. I'll be right back.
I'm gonna run off and get the snack.
Yeah. I think I know what I'm going to do. We'll see if it works.
Is it over?
No, we're just taking a break. Oh, yeah. Oh.
So, so are you what are you doing with the needle trap?
I'm not going to do anything.
Okay.
I'm going to sit and wait, and Malachi is going to wait, and when if anybody comes through that door, he's going to cast light on their eyes to blind them.
Okay. So what are you doing? Like,
I'm knocking on the door.
okay.
I'm going to knock and make a muffled, gruff sounding. I'm try to sound like a dwarf that is not being heard very well through the door.
No response.
Wow.
You take the time to come up with something and it just doesn't work. I guess the door is locked.
It is not.
I say we now make weapon sounds and then scream for help.
Yeah, it is not locked.
Okay. Well, let's try to make weapon sounds and all that and see if that pulls him out. Clanking of weapons and
No response.
Man,
All right, we've tried deception. Let's just go do what we do.
Yep. Opening the door.
Okay. You open the door and you see that there is a 20-foot wide, 20-foot long hallway that leads to another set of closed double doors.
Well, no wonder we didn't get any response.
All right, let me do a thorough look of traps real quick. So there's a bunch of trap checks for this area. I look over the whole 4 area of the thing to the door for traps. If not, I'll try it again. Knocking on the door.
Okay. So
Hey, Zoidberg.
So a couple of things. So you search this entire area for traps. That takes you about 30 minutes because it's 10 minutes per check. In that time, is now you guys are kind of, because it took you so long to get up here, you guys are feeling a little taxed. You're going to need another 10-minute break. But you don't get a 10-minute break because a couple of things happen at the same time, unfortunately. So hold on here.
We haven't been doing strenuous activity during the 30 minutes. It's just Borman that's been doing that for the last 30 minutes, searching trap. Everyone else has been chilling.
Right, but
that's
it's
true.
true, but it's still, I mean, you're still moving around. You're all wearing armor. You are carrying stuff. It is taxing.
We're sitting at the table.
Yeah. Well, that's interesting.
Once again, he uses that word of his. Cat is cute.
Mhm.
Oh, is that mine? Y'all hear my cat?
Yeah,
I think
Yeah.
so.
yeah.
It
Like,
sounds just like
hello?
mine. So.
Yeah,
Oh.
he's trying to get me to let him in, and
You have
And
to
if I
ignore
do-
it or they'll do it every time. Yeah.
yeah.
I keep looking around thinking it's one of mine.
Oh, sorry.
No,
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 it's not true.
it's fine.
He wants in.
So you guys kind of, take a minute. You see these double doors again, and you take a moment. Somebody roll 2d6.
Somebody.
Doesn't matter.
I'll do it.
All right.
All right.
4 and a 2.
So you guys are kind of taking your 10-minute break and kind of chewing on some iron ration beef jerky. And this door here opens.
Which door where?
Hold on. That's this door right here opens,
Turn around.
revealing a long hallway that goes back, zigzags around to another door. But more importantly, there are 2 large holes in the hallway where 2 onkegs have burrowed up through the floor, and they are not surprised. Everybody else, you can roll a d6.
Cue the wrestling theme music. Dun, 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 dun.
Right.
Damn.
Maybe this
And
is
3 is
not-
surprised.
Maybe
Gentry's
this is not
surprised.
surprised, and Allura is surprised.
Okay, so the funny thing about Allura being surprised is Allura might be terrified because onkegs are what made her so purty. That's what killed Allura. And you said Dentry was surprised?
Yeah, Dentry is surprised.
What about Borman and Malachi? Are they okay?
Nope.
Okay.
I'm okay. I rolled 2 3s.
So the first thing that you notice about I need to roll for. Nope. Sir Robert is not surprised. These onkegs kind of burrowed up, and similar to the weasel, they appear to be just kind of searching, looking around, and they're not immediately aggro on you.
Okay. Maybe we should try to close the door. Maybe that won't do any good. I don't know.
We try closing the door with just this big ass table right here. Right? This huge table in the middle of the room.
Yeah.
Just gonna push it up against the door there. Just turn it over on its side and push it up against the door.
What does it say about this table? It is an enormous table.
Hell yeah.
20 feet by 10 feet, but it is not. It's not made of granite or anything. So if you want to just kind of.
Didn't these things just burrow through the ground though?
That's true. They do.
It'll slow them
Yeah,
down.
there's dead bodies and shit. Oh no, there's not dead bodies and shit the other way. Maybe we'll just open this door here and kind of, turn this on its side and make like a,
Like a little.
Right.
Kind of try to herd them. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like that. Okay.
Would it?
I have to move my characters.
Yeah, he'll have to help. I mean, and we'll even, we'll even try to scoot the chairs in the way too, just a
Just hope
natural.
they're slow.
So you guys set up this kind of a herding barrier, and you. Does anybody have the listen skill or the listen ability? I think Borman has hear noise. Then make a hear noise check.
I will hear your noise.
So you hear from down this hallway, you hear a door open, and you hear some very gruff voices.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to draw that.
Speaking in Dwarvish, kind of a Spanglish version of Dwarvish and Undercommon. And they sound, well, are they surprised? Let's see. They are not surprised. And they do sound rather aggro. And you can hear these sounds of a fight going on in this hallway. Just beyond your vision. Around the corner.
And there was a firefight.
So my then immediate question is, so the Onkhegs, Onkhegs are like, fuck this, and the Onkhegs are going to start to run. Everybody roll initiative. And don't forget to roll initiative for Sir Robert, too.
Oh, shit. You're right.
He's just a D6.
Three, 4, 5, and 6. So
Damn, look at that 6 on Malachi again.
thanks.
Holler at me.
I will.
You got a nacho.
You being given cat babysitting duty?
Yeah, no, he came in and he's frisky. I'm tossing him out. I see him. He has that look in his eyes that he ain't up to no good.
I know that look well.
Yeah. So really, from the bottom of my heart, fuck you, Nacho. Go on. His name's Nacho Pico Train.
So, you guys see these Onkegs, like, they're looking at something down the hall, and I mean, they're insect kind of creatures, so, probably not real good with the facial expression, but their immediate body posture is they are turning and going to be running into the room that you're in. They are fleeing whatever's behind them.
Okay.
So what does Malachi want to do?
Malachi wants to get right here and look over the table and
well, you set the table on its side, right?
Right, but he can look over the table. Yeah, he's just going to get behind the table and kind of peer over it, and when his friends the Onkeg just kind of go out, he's going to see what's chasing them.
Okay.
He will take the path of least resistance.
Are you readying an action at all, or?
Yeah, the first thing that's not an Onkeg that comes through there, I'm going to charm it if I can.
Okay. So the Onkegs. are trying to nope out. Borman, what are you doing?
I'm gonna sit here.
Okay.
Is what I'm gonna do. I mean, I see shit going on. I've looked through this area in traps. Huh. Yeah, I'm just gonna sit here. I'm invisible. I will see what's transpiring.
Okay. Dentry, what are you gonna do?
Where am I? Oh, I'm here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right. Oh no, Dentry. Dentry is gonna just move a little bit closer in case the shit hits the fan.
Okay.
Or I guess I could do the full move. Do 40 feet.
Yep. Okay. What's Sir
Not all I can do.
What's Sir Robert gonna do?
He's gonna put up a shield
Okay.
and extend the line, I guess.
Kind of just keep the Onkegs herding their way out.
Yeah.
What's Alora doing?
Hiding behind Malachi. She does not like this shit at all.
Okay.
There. Alora's worst nightmare come true again.
Yeah, being in under the ground where
So-
these things are.
But
Malachi, with your readied action, you see that coming through this doorway, you see there are 2 Duergar.
right. Well, the first one that I see needs to save versus spells or be charmed.
Okay. No, he is charmed.
Right. Join my forces and live long.
Okay, so I will, let's see, his name is going to be
Violence 2.
Violence.
I will arm thee and armor thee as a most gracious warrior of my whatever the fuck I choose to call you.
Hey, like, wait, what happened to Violence 1?
He is now named Gremnek. Oh, and
Gremnik, yes.
I will give control of him to Malachi.
Uh-huh.
Oh, shit. He's got an initiative of 3. So Mavis, you see, you hear Malachi cast a spell, and this lead Duergar is like, "Yes, master." What does Mavis want to do?
She is continuing the shield line with Sir Robert Paulson to get the Onkegs
Okay.
herded out.
Okay. What's Jackson's plan?
Jackson is 1, 2, 3, 4 right here, and the one after, if Gremnock or whatever decides to come out, whoever chases him is going to get a sword to the head or to the neck.
Okay. All right. Black Dragon Malachi, what are you doing?
I'm going to cast Charm Person on the second one in line. You too can be part of my clan.
Okay.
Clan Malachi.
Nat 20, he saves, and he is
Yeah.
angry.
Okay, well.
He does not wish to be a citizen.
Yeah.
Yes, no, he's not interested in living in Malachi's ant farm. The Onkegs are booking.
Good for them.
Out of here, and I will say that they are probably. It's safe to say that they're going to run away bravely. Borman, what would you like to do? You know,
Foreman will continue to. I'm waiting. If this door opens next to me, I'm going to a motherfucker that comes by me. And so that's what I'm doing. I'm waiting because if this fucker that I know is in this room comes out, I'm going to backstab him.
okay. Okay. So you're just waiting.
Yeah, I think that's my best bet right now. I mean, there's a lot of shit going on the other side of the room, but I don't know, who's on my team and who's not. I'm hearing charm spells go off and shit. Just fuck all that mess over there.
Okay. So, Dentry, what would you like to do?
Entry. That's too far. Damn. Well, with our dude in the hallway, I mean, I guess why not? Yeah, I'll do that. Okay. Oh shit! How much movement is it going to take me to like hop the table?
I'll let you just hop the table.
Okay. Then Dentry does like a little hop the table to here, and basically tells our dude, like, get over here and fight next to me. Like, well, get over here so I can kill the other ones.
Okay. What's Robert doing now that the Onkegs have bravely fled? Miss Cameron, what do you have Sir Robert do?
I'm so sorry. Let's see. I should probably move over now to address the threat when it gets through the hallway, I suppose.
Okay.
Yeah.
I can't really do a whole lot. I mean, yeah, I don't want to blow the horn.
Oh yeah, you get he's got a horn of blasting. What about Alora?
Okay, so she's heard the thing scurry away, right?
Yes. I
Okay.
did just see Alora running over here and shutting this door. Like, fuck those guys, just shut the door.
That's a good idea, yeah. I'm gonna shut the door. No more.
All
Legit,
like in a cold sweat, just you know.
That's a good point. That is exactly what would happen.
You can see her acid scar throbbing. All right, so Alora runs over and shuts the door. Malachi, what are you having Grimnick do? Or Gremnick?
Grimnick is going to turn around. He's going to step over here and turn around and be like, wait, you don't know their power. We can join them and become the lords of the Underdark with a dragon by our side. And he's going to try to convince the others to join up. Yeah. Well, that's that's what I come up with right now.
Yeah, the one behind him says, "Don't pay attention to him. He's been ensorcelled."
Ensorcelled.
If they noticed.
And he steps forward. So Jackson, you can make a swing because you had a readied action.
I sure did. You don't like your head? I understand that. So, son of a bitch.
Well, actually, though, because these are just regular Duergar.
Good hit, you saying?
No, but almost. So you swing and he ducks just in time. And he's going to swing on Dentry. With his...
At a minus to hit because Jackson did engage him.
Oh,
wait, no.
No, it would be Dentry that...
Yeah. Fixing up my shit.
So he is swinging a battle axe I don't think he did any better. He missed. This guy.
Dentry laughs.
We get 2 of these guys in here. He's gonna swing on Dentry. Ooh. Well,
Dentry laughs again.
probably, yeah. Yeah, no, he only hits AC 5. These guys aren't that great. And this last guy is not quite in range, so he's not going to do anything. Plus, he can't get through there. There's 2 Durgar clogging up the entry. Mavis, what would you like to do?
She sees that she's probably going to get in the way if she fights Durgar. 1, 2, 3. But I'm going to keep an eye on the other side in case stuff floods in from that door, because that would just be crappy.
Okay. Jackson, what would you like to do?
Knowing what's coming next, he just pulls Dentry back.
Okay. So you're going to yank Dentry back.
Into my square, yeah.
Okay.
To here.
There you go. All right. Black Dragon Malachi.
The one that just entered the fray over there.
Yep.
Let's have him make a save versus spell or be charmed.
Okay.
Oh, you're not spitting acid. Okay. Are you out of
Oh
acid?
yeah, no, I wouldn't fuck you up again. You know,
That's why I moved out of the way.
He critically fails. Hold on. He needs a name. Like, he fails so bad that he just sees the black dragon, whips it out, and starts masturbating.
What you understand? He's special.
He's so charmed he got a chub.
he's like, oh, to join the dragon clan, fuck yes.
Finally, my fantasy. He's been reading some dark romance, and so this is just like his best dreams come true.
Yeah, I'm trying to get orders for gold. I'm working hard on getting us our toters. Just collectively.
Okay, so he is Malrum, and Malrum is also charmed.
Well, switch Malrum and the guy in the very back, because this is the guy that I just hit.
Oh, you got the guy in the very back? Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
That actually is a good idea.
Yeah, now they're flanked.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Borman, what are you doing? Are you still waiting it out?
Yeah, man. I mean, as soon as I do anything else, I'm not invisible in my whole. I think that area up there is fine. I mean, I'm not even got a clear view of what the fuck is going on over there, so I'm waiting. If this motherfucker
you just
comes
hear
out,
the
this
fucking
door,
dragon slinging spells, and you're like, what the fuck?
yeah, I'm like, well, this. I wonder what kind of friends we'll have after this. I've only got one more fucking spell.
Yeah, you can guess that they're probably, benign spells because, well, not necessarily benign, but you're not hearing any explosions or lightning or anything, or you don't hear any magic missiles slamming into anything. So clearly, you can hear them, saying the words, but yeah, that's about it. All right, Dentry.
Okay. Then she's like, what'd you pull me for? Like, what the hell? And then Dentry just kind of takes a little small step forward and slashies. Look, we didn't even screw you. These guys aren't like any kind of like, they just get invisible. They don't have like the transformation ability.
They can turn invisible, they can enlarge, and they can shrink down to the size of 1 inch or taller. So
that doesn't count as shape shifting, right?
No, they are not shapeshifters.
Okay. Making sure.
Ooh,
Hey,
that's gonna hit. Which north? Are you hitting the north one?
Yeah, north one.
Yeah, he's the one that refused to join our side.
He refused.
Refused, yes. Okay, so Dentry swings and brings his sword down through the guy's collarbone into his chest, and then Dentry has to use his foot to kick him off and pull his sword free.
I'd like to look at the last one and say, "Are you sure you don't want to join?"
Yeah, let's see.
He might not be charmed, but he might be intimidated.
Just a second.
See, this is how you develop a bunch of fucking hirelings
This is how you get retainers.
Yeah. We've
Yeah,
got
and
this
these-
gold
and
here.
these
we
dipshits
just
aren't gonna be.
terrified.
They'll only be able to make a save like once a month. So,
Yeah, it's great.
what
Some
are we
people
gonna?
terrify, others just say, "Come on."
So, Miss Cameron, what are you gonna have Robert do?
Is there room for him to come in and
Yeah, he
smack
could.
him?
Yeah, he could step up next to Dentry there.
I rolled a 12. Plus
So,
one hand axe, so that's 13.
so he is a.
His
You gotta give him
passive
something better
10.
than a hand axe.
He is a
don't
level
know.
5 knight.
I don't really care about him.
He has
too much.
a THACO of 17. And you rolled a 12, you said?
Yeah, with a plus one hand axe, so it's 13.
Oh, that hits.
Cool.
That's right.
And then
He's a knight carrying a hand axe, which that's normal. You know, I was watching Game of Thrones, and one of the best, the two best fight scenes that I've seen, medieval fight scenes that I've seen probably on film. I'm not saying Game of Thrones is great, but these are two particularly really good fight scenes. Was the the fight of Castle Black was fucking amazing, where they got flanked from both sides. And the other one that was really good was where Brienne of Tarth fights the Hound. Mostly that was really good because it was very realistic. Like her grunts and the screams and just the total fuckery that was going on to the point where they both lose their weapons and just get into a fist fight, and she bites and rips his ear off. I mean, that's a very realistic medieval fight. So, but I was watching the Battle of Castle Black, and it dawned on me why the battle axe is a two-handed weapon versus the hand axe being a one-handed weapon, and it makes sense. So yeah. Anyways, but I still think it's a little funny seeing a knight with a shield in it. It's not very knightly for him to be using a hand axe. Like what? Did you just never master the blade? I mean, what the fuck's wrong with you? So you do 5 points of damage. Your hand axe lands in this guy's forehead, killing him, and thus ends the Duergar menace. And now Malachi has 2 more minions.
You joined us.
Yeah, and Malram is like just all kinds of horny for Malachi.
Was there treasure and stuff in the room that you came from before you came in here?
He tells you that they do. Well, I kind of need to look at it. They had they had some of treasure that they had hoarded further back, and he tells you that it is back past the Royal Forge, and that there is a path. They stashed their hoard in the path down to the residences.
All right. Take us. Well, what do you guys want to do? Do you want to do this little room that we're right here next to?
Yep. We've
Yeah.
come this far.
Yeah.
So you're going in here?
Yeah, I'm gonna tell Grimlick and Malrum to watch this back door,
Okay.
you know. And we're gonna set up the ambush, and when everybody's ready, I'm gonna open these 2 doors.
Okay. So you guys can form up however you want where you're going to be placed. And I gave control of Gremnik and Malrum to Malachi, and of course Sir Robert is under Mavis's control. Or,
We could
Alora's
phalanx. We could phalanx with shields if you guys want.
Yeah, shield wall.
Yeah, possible.
That's true
Yeah.
because all of us have shields.
Yep, there's a shield wall kind of coming up in this area here, but yeah, I'm just gonna open that door
I'll let Sir Robert be the front shield.
Yes.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Okay.
I think you want Sir Robert to be your front shield, don't you?
Yes. Yeah,
Yes.
that's the point. Okay, good.
So there are rules for mass combat in I believe it's either it might be in the companion box set, or it's either in the companion box set or the master box set. But anyways, I'm not going to look those rules up. I'm going to say if you want to form a shield wall, that's going to give everybody a -1 to their AC.
Okay.
You get a bonus.
Well, we will shield this wall, even though I'm invisible, and open the door.
Okay.
That's actually pretty clever because they'll think that that's an opening and it won't be.
Yeah, he'll run into my shield wall.
Right, he'll run. Yeah, that is a good point. So, you open these double doors, and there are a 20-foot wide large set of stairs made of red-veined marble here. And there is granite and platinum tiles on the floor. There are the walls, and there is a 20-foot ceiling. And the walls and ceiling are made of polished granite and electrum. And there are 4 pillars that are carved from solid blocks of jade that run from floor to ceiling. And at the end of the hall, there is a dais with a throne sitting on it. And you just looking at this throne room, the only word that can describe this is opulent, even by dwarf standards. The floor tile is polished. The electrum is shiny. The walls are polished such that they almost are so smooth they have a nearly mirror-like finish. Everything's inlaid with electrum. Sitting on the throne, you see King Tureg Thundergut, the Duergar, but he's not looking at the doors. He's curled sideways in the throne, almost like a mopey teenager, and his hair is like bedraggled to the point that under his crown it looks like his hair is falling out, like people who are super stressed when their hair starts falling out. And he's leaning over on the throne, and he's just leaning there mumbling to himself. And his eyes dart in your direction, and he goes, "Oh, there they are. More of the conspirators."
Can we get like a padded cell and shove him in it? No, just kidding.
Man, I'm with it. Let's do it. The weapon room. Put him in the weapon room without the pads.
Yeah, just let him run into all the weapons. Here, go in here and pull a Kurt Cobain.
He's very ill. I don't think we have a way to fix his whatever it is. So his gold sickness. He's too far gone.
Mavis, I will allow you to make a wisdom ability check. I would allow Alora and Mavis both. You can make a wisdom ability check.
My first roll made it, so Mavis made it.
So, Mavis, you're looking at him and the state that he's in, and your diagnosis is not that he is suffering from gold fever. you think that he has been the subject of multiple charms over a long period of time.
Oh, so maybe I can if I use shit. What was that? The curse thing?
Acceleration.
Remove curse or dispel? Would dispel do it?
Yeah, dispel would do it. I mean,
Maybe.
the same way that you would end the magic effect of the polymorph and
So
all that.
yeah, dispel would get rid of any charm that's on him, but it may not cure his insanity.
Okay.
There is a ritual spell that will cure his. Is it? I think that there is a ritual spell. I believe it is a 6th level ritual spell called
Oh,
Heal
geez.
that would cure his insanity. Of course, that would
But
take
we don't-
that. Ritual spells are especially higher level ones are going to be like a downtime activity thing because they take so long to cast.
I can't do anything that level anyway, so it's all right.
Well, keep in mind ritual magic. You can. Ritual magic depends on how many people you can pull in. Multiple people to raise the level of what you're casting. You can be in a place of power. Not that you would have to travel to one. There is one nearby, but you would have to travel there. And so there's multiple things that you can do. But the biggest factor is that they all require special spell components that are valued at usually a fairly large sum of money.
Okay. So we don't have any practical way to fix them.
Probably not.
Kill him and bring him back from the dead, and all the effects of everything would be work its way out.
Cast
Let's see.
reincarnation on him, bring him back as a halfling. God damn you! Why am I a
Not a bad idea, though.
It depends. Depends on how his brain got messed up. But he's probably not a great guy, I'm gonna guess.
Yeah, so I will tell you, he is wearing full plate armor that is quite extravagant in its manufacture for a Duergar. I mean, this is way nicer full plate armor than you would expect a Duergar, because Duergar are known for not really the artistic bent, but this armor looks pretty fantastic for a Duergar. But it is sized for a dwarf, and full plate, it's tailored to him. He has 2 hand axes that are tucked into his belt that are equally fantastic. And leaning against the throne is a really spectacular warhammer.
So we'll point at him and go, let's conspire against that guy.
So you're going to say you want to conspire against him?
That'll make things kick off.
Oh
won't it?
man, he fails that. So when you yell, "Let's conspire against that guy," he looks up and he's like, "That'll be the day that my conspirators hire retainers to come after me." And he looks kind of past your shield wall at your 2 Duergar all the way at the back of the room, and he goes, "Don't think I don't see you back there, you traitors." And
Join us, King. This is the way.
That's right.
He is going to rise to attack. Everybody can roll initiative. Yeah, he grabs his warhammer.
Damn it!
Hmm.
I blame the wall. We're in our phalanx, and so I'm just not able to act quickly. That's what I'm blaming this on.
That's okay. It's one guy. I think we could do it.
Until we see what that warhammer does.
Mm.
Warhammer is like a Warhammer of Quake or some shit, and just like buries us all under.
There is one other ability that Durgar get that I haven't used on you guys yet. You're about to get schooled.
Oh, I don't like the sound of that.
So is everybody's initiative in?
Mine is-
Yep.
Okay.
Well, mine is. I can't speak for anybody else. Do all Duergar get whatever this ability is?
Technically, yes. They just haven't been smart enough to do it.
Okay, so perhaps our slave can do it too.
Yes, that's true. So, Borman, what do you want to do with your invisible self?
See, if I do anything but maintain where I'm at, the shield wall ends.
That's true.
And he doesn't necessarily know I'm there.
Right.
I'm gonna ready my action, and if he gets up in here, up to me, I'm gonna sneak attack him.
Okay.
I can't get my backstab off, but I can at least get he's not aware of my thing, and I'm gonna hit him. So if he comes up here, I'm gonna fucking hit him.
So you're readying an action.
Mhm.
Alora, what would you like to do?
I realize Dentry should be the one in front because Jackson's invisible.
Yeah,
Would you like
you
to
can
do
swap them. I'll let you swap them.
Well, let's have Aurora toss a bliss on all her friends
Okay.
here. Since we're going up close here.
Throw out a witchy bless.
Yeah. So add +1 to attacks and damage. Is that right? I'm pretty sure that's right.
Maybe. Let's see here. Bless. It is a +1 bonus to attack and damage rolls, and a +1 bonus to morale.
Oh, cool.
The radius is 60 feet. So from Alora. So your two, Gremnick and Malram, would also gain, as would Sir Robert Paulson.
Hooray, everybody's blessed.
Yeah. Yeah, everybody gets a +1 to attacks and damage. Malram, Gremnick, and Sir Paulson, or Sir Robert, get +1 to their morale checks. And out of curiosity, what? I thought I had that in here. Character class. I might have yanked that. Haggling results. Oh, yeah. So yeah. So I would say that they all count as trained warriors, so they have a morale of 8. Okay. Yeah, that was effective. What does Black Dragon Malachi want to do?
He's gonna leap over this table and fly right down here. Cast light on King Turu's eyes. He needs to make a save versus spell or be blind. If he's blind, he cannot attack.
That is true. He succeeds. He has a spell save of 8. You see him blink like 3 or 4 times and is undeterred. What about Sir Robert?
I'm going to go back behind the wall.
Okay.
Fly.
Okay. What about Sir Robert? Miss Cameron? Sir Robert?
What should Sir Robert do? He's gonna charge ahead like an idiot.
Well, he's in the shield wall, but I mean, no, Sir Robert, he's a
Blow
knight.
that horn.
Huh?
Blow the horn.
Oh yeah, I should run ahead and blow the horn of blasting. That's true.
Okay, so
What's the range on the horn?
let me
The cone.
look it up. Yeah, it's a cone. It's horrendously large.
Because you might not have to run ahead to do it.
That's true. If I don't have to run ahead, I won't. But I need to get in front of Borman at least so that I don't.
Creatures within a 100-foot long cone, 20-foot wide at the end, suffer 2d6 damage. Affected
Okay,
creatures
so-
are also deafened for 1 turn if they fail on a save versus spells. Okay, so let's see. Yeah,
It's
I mean,
behind.
he's well within range. I mean, I don't really have to do the
Sure.
line, but I mean, just for shits and giggles. And that, yeah, I mean, that's only 30 feet, so.
All right. So it's 1d6 plus 1. Is that what you said?
It does
Damage?
2d6, but yeah, it'll do 2d6 damage right off the bat.
And he has to see if he's deaf or not.
So 8 points. He doesn't go down, but he is forced to stand, and I'm going to make him make a dexterity ability check. He fails his dex check, so he does end up going down because the Horn of Blasting, and this is the third thing, Horn of Blasting, at the referee's discretion, the horn may also be able to damage objects and buildings. A single blast might be enough to destroy a simple cottage. A 10-foot section of castle wall might require 3 blasts. The throne that he is sitting on is a large stone throne, and it just shatters under his ass and dumps him on the floor.
I'm busted his throne. Sweet.
What about Gremnick and Malrum? What are they doing?
They are yelling out, we told you to join us. We have a dragon. They're way the fuck back. There's nothing they can do. They're watching the tail.
Okay, so they're yelling. King Tureg is going to spend 5 feet of movement to stand up, and so he is no longer prone. He's got a bloody nose. He kind of wipes bloody snot on his armor sleeve, and he is going to. He only gets 15 feet. Wait, that can't be right. Let me double check the. Oh, that's why.
Because of his armor.
No, the measurement in the room. This should be 10 feet. There we go. Now let's try it. Yeah, that's what I thought. So he can move there, and he pulls out a hand axe and is going to throw it at Sir Robert.
So Robert has a -1 to his AC.
Right, so, yeah. Now I'm curious. Oh, yeah. They're all in the correct order. Sir Robert Paulson. So he would have an AC of 2. Let's see what. And he has a dex of 9. So I don't think he gets a bonus. He does not. Well, you know. Let's see. It is what it is. Oh no, his. He throws one of these hand axes and he goes flies right past you guys.
Good for him.
Mavis, what would you like to do?
Let me think here. So even though Borman's in front of me, can I guiding bolt without?
Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna do guiding bolt then.
Okay. He needs to make a spell save. Nah, 20. He is not going to be sparkly.
Okay, I'll take some damage though.
7 points. It should. Is it? It shouldn't be +2. It should be +1 though.
It's the blast move makes it.
Oh, that's right. That's right. 7. So yeah, this guiding bolt, golden bolt, flies from Mavis's hand and strikes King Tureg. Jackson, what are you gonna do?
Let's see here. I got a whole phalanx in front of me. But
Yeah, it'd be kind of hard to maneuver through a shield wall.
yeah, I mean, unless I do the whole like jump over it thing.
Yeah, you could.
Don't
go
you
all
have
the way.
a use a halberd?
That's true. You could use a halberd or the pole arm.
I could use the pole
Yeah.
arm, but he's too far away
Yeah,
for
he's
the.
still too far away for the pole arm.
Do you have javelins or something?
You could huck a javelin or use your bow.
There's those lightning javelins. It'll bounce off the throne rubble and hit us.
Did I get those?
So
Oh.
that's a really good question.
I don't remember. We got like 2
Yeah.
kinds of javelins.
So there were 4 lightning javelins.
Yeah.
I'm trying to
They
remember.
were like-
Javelin of lightning. It says.
There were like some other kind of.
Yeah, it doesn't. It doesn't
What?
say that it suffers the same penalty as a lightning bolt. It just says that when you throw it, it explodes in a stroke of lightning 5 feet wide and 30 feet long, leading from the target 30 feet back towards the character who hurled the javelin, all within the area, including the target who was hit, suffer electrical damage. So everything between Jackson and Tureg would take damage.
That's a bad idea.
Yeah, it'd be
Oh,
20
yeah.
points, and a save versus spells for half damage.
Forget I
Do I
said-
even have those? Who has those?
I don't know who has
Oh, and the
those.
target who is hit doesn't get to make a saving throw. He just would eat 20 regardless. But everything in between gets to make a saving throw for half damage.
Oh,
Well, Borbin has them because he's got the dexterity.
oh
Oh,
okay. Yeah.
Okay, well, Jackson. Okay, wait. Jackson has an idea.
Mhm.
What's the range here? 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80. And perfect. Okay. Jackson will just kind of take a step back up onto this table so that he's above his team.
Table's turned over.
Oh, right. Table's not there. Fucking hell. Never mind. Forgot about that. All right.
But I mean, you could arc the arrow over. I mean, that was a common ploy. I mean, they've been doing that since.
It's just such a
Since
short
the
range. I don't. Can I
Spartans.
arc in a short range?
Yeah, I mean, you just wouldn't pull back as far.
Okay. Well, fuck it then. All right. I'll do an arc shot.
And let's
For
say
the arrow?
10, 20, 30, 40 feet.
That's in short range.
Yeah, that would be short range, so you get a +1.
Well, it just breaks even because of the.
Right.
Oh wait. So if it's a +1 bow, that means I'd get a. It would be a +2,
Right.
but I only get a +1, right?
And the bless.
And the
All right, and the
bless.
bless. Okay, so I get a. So I
Plus
get.
2.
Yeah. Okay, +2. Or oh, we're good. Yeah. I'm not used to being able to use any decks with anything beneficial. Bah, doesn't matter. 8.
No, that is a miss. Your arrow lands in the rubble behind him. Gentry, what do you want to do? You are a part of the shield wall.
I would like to use. Can I do a ranged attack from in the shield wall?
I would say no, because you are holding up your shield. What kind of range attack are you wanting to do?
A bolas?
No, you're
Or a
you're
bolas.
too tight together to form a shield wall for bolas. If you wanted to Maybe if you wanted to throw a dagger or a hand axe, I would probably allow that, but a bow wouldn't be allowed. A crossbow would be too big. Bolus is going to require you to swing it around, so you'd be too tight together for you to be able to do that.
All right, then I'll just do the hand axe.
Okay.
10. What's the range on the hand axe?
I think 30 feet is short range, so you would be 10, 20. Yeah, you'd be right at the edge of short range.
Wait, no, I have it here. 5 to 10 feet is short. 11 to 20 is medium. 21 to 30 is long.
For hand axe. Oh, you're right. 5 to 10. So yeah, you'd be at long range.
Okay, well, it's the -1. But I have the bless, so it balances out.
Yes.
And then it's a +1, so it's a +1 then still?
Correct.
All right, so I still got a +1 to do it. 11!
And he has AC 1.
I'm not used to throwing in a shield formation. It's throwing me
Right.
off.
Yeah, so the axe goes wide and flips back into Dentry's hand. Borman, what are you doing?
Well, I've got to start fighting is what I've got to do. And so I'm going to throw my hand axe.
Okay.
Oops.
So you are at 20 feet.
A 13.
No, that is a miss. It flips around and kind of bangs off of his shoulder pauldron and swings back into your hand. What would Laura like to do?
How high is the
Borman is
ceiling?
no
And
longer invis.
how high is the ceiling in this place again?
20 feet.
Same with
So-
Jackson. Jackson's no longer invised.
Right.
Could I fly over my friends?
Yes, you could.
Okay, I'm gonna try and throw that dagger.
Okay.
So let me check. I think it's a +2.
He's not frozen or Iceman or whatever.
Oh yeah, I could do the whip.
Yeah.
That would be cool. Let's try and entangle with the whip then.
Okay.
And it's I'm blessed, so
So you'd have to get a little closer for. Whoops.
yeah, I have enough movement though.
There you go.
Okay, let's try it. 15, maybe?
No, you crack the whip and it snaps just over his head.
Okay, I can go back though. I have enough broom movement. All right, it was worth a shot.
Black Dragon Malachi.
Back Dragon Malachi. Roar! He flies over everybody and lands right here.
Okay.
And he's going to fucking do 3 attacks at +1 each.
Okay.
It'll be claw, bite. So the third D20 will be the bite attack.
Okay.
There.
So 4 is going to miss. A 19 is going to hit.
Factor 13.
And let's see. Let me double check.
An 11 hits AC 2.
So only the 19 hits.
Okay. So his AC is less than 2.
Yes.
Damn. Well, all right. D4 plus 1. He'll take 3.
Okay. So
3 points of black dragon claw damage.
okay. And so Malachi is just going to stay there?
Yeah, I used all my fucking movement to get there.
Okay. Sir Robert.
Let's rush and smack him. Ah!
Sir Robert, acting like the bane of every Legionnaire's best friend, leaving the shield wall.
No more shield wall.
Of course, my hand out.
Well, I mean, he's probably going to engage the dragon anyway, you know? That ought to hit. Fuck.
18.
Yeah, but you
Yes,
got to have a
18
Thacos.
hits.
Cool.
That's -1 AC.
Mm. For 4.
Okay.
Not bad.
All right. Tureg takes 4 points. Sir Robert runs up and slashes and gets his arm with his hand axe. What is Remnick and Malram doing?
They're charging forward.
Okay, so they have 20 feet of movement. So they can move
Yep.
40 if they're not going to attack.
They're coming forward. They're like, "Oh shit, we must save our lord!" And they go running forward.
Okay. King Tureg. King Tureg does 2 things. The first thing that he does is he looks at Sir Robert, and Sir Robert, you see, does he get a save on this? No. So, Sir Robert's armor you see steam and smoke start to come off of Sir Robert's armor, and you see that any potions that he would be having, they start to boil in their containers. Any parchment that he would have would catch fire, and the armor actually starts to glow hot.
Oh, yeah.
And so Robert's going to take 1 point of damage, but he will take 1 point of damage every round until he takes off his armor.
Okie doke.
And then King Tureg Thundergut is going to swing his +2 Warhammer on Sir Robert. He has a THACO of 14. He hits AC 2.
That's me. I mean, I think I'm 3 because I'm swinging something, right? Or it's 2. Either way, I get hit.
Okay, so I'm gonna deal 1d6 for 5 points of damage.
Okay, I'm still all right.
Yeah, he's down to 20.
I'm soaking up damage.
So yeah, he brings that Warhammer down on this glowing red or glowing hot armor, and Robert is distressed. Mavis, what would you like to do?
You can
Tureg is
move.
hurting.
Yeah, I bet. Let's see. 1, 2, 3. Let me say, and I'll try and hit him as well.
Ooh, that's gonna hit. Okay, for 6. And King Tureg. He is going to fight on. Crazy bastard. So yeah, Mavis brings her mace or her Warhammer down and smashes into Tureg's crown. She actually splits the iron crown on his head, and it kind of flies off, and he's bleeding from his scalp. Jackson, what would you like to do?
Okay. Well, now that this is no more phalanx, no more reason to not do this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, cool. I can easily kind of just get over to this side of him. Matter of fact, I can get like all the way behind him.
He's severely flanked now.
Yeah, he's going to be seriously fucked.
And crazy man, let me put you out of your misery.
Kill him. Damn it.
Oh. That's still a 9, or even if you forgot the bless.
I did forget. It was the 8, the 5. When I saw the 5, I just gave up on the roll.
Right, yeah. All right, so you swing and Tureg drops Dentry. What would you like to do?
Gentry still wants to kind of restrict his movement, but doesn't have the means to get there now.
You can move double your thing if you can't attack.
It's true.
Yeah, Dentry will just move over here for the sake of being in a better position for next turn.
Okay. Borman?
Well, Borman is going to... Can I step up and squeeze kind of in here?
Yeah.
And then I'm going to do that, and I'm going to swing at the guy.
Okay.
So, bless, strength, the weapon, and then weapon specialization. Roll, motherfucker.
Oof.
Oh man.
Ugh.
Lame.
So you go to stab him, and he kind of definitely moves to the side. Alora, what would you like to do?
We are clearly taking pity on the crazy person.
We can't beat his ass.
Okay.
It's terrible.
Let's try the whip thing again.
Okay. Ooh, that gets him. Pretty
Okay.
sure.
About fucking time, mama. Yeah. Wow.
Yeah, that's gonna get him.
For entanglement then, so there's not a damage roll to
He needs
do.
to make a save versus paralysis. He saves.
Shit. Okay, well I tried.
Yeah, you did good. It's okay.
Flying around.
Yeah, it wraps around him, but then it doesn't. It fails to grip. Black Dragon Malachi.
Black Dragon Malachi is going to hit. Again, the last one will be the
Let's see. 9.
AC 1 would be one of them.
AC 1 hits. The other 2 are a mess.
The 10 would be AC 2 or 3, maybe, and the 5, the one I want to hit, won't. But I'll claw him again for +1. It's +2 because of the bless. 3.
Okay. You claw him, and yeah, I mean, he is bleeding profusely. He looks like he's like teetering, and he spits out blood and looks at Malachi. Do your worst, dragon. Sir Paulson is going to take. Yes, rolling the dice. There we go. Ooh, Sir Paulson is going to take another 4 points.
All right.
From his hot armor. What does Sir Paulson want to do?
Hit him again, hopefully.
I think it'd be really funny if the charmed guy is the one that kills him.
Nope. I guess not.
Sir Paulson succumbs to the heated armor and basically drops to his knees, crying from the hot armor. What's Gremnick and Malram doing? This guy's almost dead.
They're continuing their charge to fight by their lord's side.
Okay.
And be like, "Oh, Lord Malachi, we will be there by your aid soon. We will kill this imbecile king of ours who's been insane and likes to look at us in the shower."
What the fuck?
I have so many questions that I don't think I want answered.
Well, they're Duergar, man. I mean, they do stuff. They turn invisible, and that's why they turn invisible, is so they can sneak up on people bathing and watch.
That's the deep
That's
lore
the
they don't tell
history
you
of
about.
it. I'm sure.
King Tureg turns invisible. So anybody that is level 8 or lower can't see him. And he's invisible. Everybody can roll a d6. You got a 1 in 6 chance.
I do not. I do not have that. Neither of my characters. Neither one.
Nope.
Oh, oops.
That's a lot. Like, 320.
Nope. So you see Tureg disappear.
Okay.
Mavis, what would you like to do?
I'm gonna take one of my vials of holy water and I'm gonna dump it on the glowing hot armor and fill the chamber with steam so that we can see where the guy is not.
Okay. So,
Clever.
yeah, you dump you pour out a vial of holy water on the crying Sir Paulson, and this area here fills up with steam, but you don't see anybody moving around in the steam.
Okay, so maybe he's not there, or maybe my plan didn't work.
Jackson,
He's only got so much fucking movement.
Jackson, what would you
Okay.
like to do?
How passive or active is Jackson's tracking ability?
Well, you could make a tracking check. See if you see.
Okay.
Keep in mind the floor here is quite polished.
Yeah, but he's
But
probably
got blood
grody.
and shit. He's bleeding.
That's true.
Yeah,
He
he's
is
bleeding
bleeding.
and he's grody and all that stuff.
Oh, an ought 4. Yes. You see that there is blood spatter that on the floor drips that move over in this direction.
I would like to just do a rush that way
Okay.
in hopes of like running into wherever the blood splatter stops.
Okay, so the blood spatter would stop right here.
All right, well, I do a rush and I guess I'll roll to see if I hit.
Yes.
Any pluses or minuses to this besides my regular
I
attack?
would say -2 because he is invisible.
Okay. So -2. And you said the rush is still like I'm using my weapon still, or right?
Yes.
Okay. So +3, -2, +1. That's +2. Yeah, +2. +3, -2. Yeah. Okay. So D20 +2. Ah!
So your blade clangs off of the pillar, not striking anything. What does Dentry want to do?
I would like
Jackson's
come over here somewhere.
Jackson appears that he's convinced that this is where Tureg is at.
I'm gonna throw my bolas, aiming for the pillar, and it's gonna hit anything between the pillar and me. I hope.
Okay.
That's a dex attack, so it's just a straight 20. Oh, D20 +1 for the. Ah, son of a!
The bolas clatters against the pillar, doing nothing. Borman, what would you like to do?
These rolls are not in our favor.
Borman was right there. He's gonna back up right over here and close these doors.
Okay. Allura.
Looking at my potion. Let's see. Oh, I have Detect Invisible as a ring spell.
There you go.
So that's happening.
Okay.
I'll cross that off of the ring.
Okay. So you detect that Tureg is right there.
Is over there?
Yes.
Okay, I'll yell it, I suppose. I'll point and yell.
Okay. Black Dragon Malachi.
Black Dragon Malachi is going to take his tail and whip it in front of Dentry and Samuel and move them back 10 feet as he squeezes right here and breathes right down there into that area where.
Okay. Okay, so he needs to make a save versus.
Save versus Brett.
It's
Well,
not,
at least take 11 hit points.
Yeah, it doesn't matter either way. King Tureg dies terribly. Hold on a second here. armor dies with him.
Ah.
His warhammer's okay. Only
I guess we wanted the hammer more than the war.
one of his hand axes is okay. The other one that he still had on him it melted in the acid. Okay, so real quick here, we will pause here. But before I do that,
we'll take this up where we loot him. Shit.
Yeah, his loot is in here. So let's see, table H. Who wants to make a percentage check?
I've got to because I killed him.
Yep.
Yeah, you gotta do at least one of them. Yeah.
A 17.
Nice.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, can't bitch about that one. Haha.
So you got the first thing that you find in the throne room is you find, let's see here, 17,000 copper pieces.
That's a lot of copper.
Aw, we don't want that.
We're still going to take possession of it and pile it up around the outside of the tower. We'll leave what we can't take, but there's more dwarves to the charming. Yeah.
And then there is also wow, there is 10,000 platinum pieces stashed in this throne room.
We're taking that.
Wow.
Yeah.
God damn, that is a lot.
Grimlick, Malarum, take these platinum to the tower outside and tell our herdsmen that you're there to watch.
Okay. So we will break here. He's dead. But you guys got some XP.
Yeah, I hope so.
Come on.
There's also a good spot for you to take your 10-minute rest. So
It's a long road to 80,000 experience, I tell you that.
Who you telling?
You each get 6,000. Here, I'll type it out. Equals. $6,427 XP.5.
Nice.
Well, we're getting up there.
Yes, you are.
Gentry might get the level. Math it. But I gotta get going, so thank you all.
Thanks. It
Thank
was a lot
you.
of fun.
I will see you next week. Hopefully see you again on Friday for Deep Night. And I will see Cameron and Wes on Wednesday night for Pirates of Drenex.
See you then. Thanks.
Thanks. It was fun.
All right. Have a good night, guys.